Good morning. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
One of
Welcome
those.
to CCTV. As you can see,
Home run.
we are
Consider
Great
this
start.
missing a
CCTV
key
unplugged.
integral piece of our CCTV network. We are missing a Bronner. Bronner is unfortunately not feeling so good, going through some stuff with the health. So
Let's send
we
him all the
are
good vibes, everybody. All the good vibes.
sending him all the loves,
All the love, all the good vibes.
all the loves. I will
And
give him lots of loves when this is done. Um,
manifested into the universe. Charge your crystals.
Which is
to
funny.
blaze. To
I mean, if
blaze.
you're into crystal magic, sure, why not?
I like
Um,
it.
so
Wow.
what we have done at CCTV is we are going to postpone trivia because most importantly, I would have no chance in hell if I didn't have Bronner here. Um, so
But you know what? Second, importantly, Buttercup gets to be on for 2 weeks in a row for
that's
a hot
right.
for the first time in a
Exactly.
long
That
time.
was my next point. My next point was is that we are commandeering Buttercup.
Yeah. And you don't have to coordinate the chaos. This time you just get to be a part of it.
You're
Look, it's like a
welcome.
vacation for Buttercup. Oh, damn, I
Yeah.
ripped my ears out. I told you this was going to happen. I hate his headphones. I really hate his headphones.
Oh.
But so we
Yeah.
have a couple really awesome people with us, part of the CCTV family. And we just kind of wanted to get close, intimate, and bullshitty. And just kind of sit around and chit chat, do something a little bit different. No specific topic. We're just talking what comes to mind.
That right there.
Chaos.
So
Or that. No, he's below me. That one right.
oh, is that one of those
I know what you're
octopuses that
talking
turn
about.
angry? Hold the phone.
Was it-
Oh God, I
Oh,
need that. I need
that
the
is
angry
cool.
octopus.
Luna has one of those, and she switches it to
Oh,
angry all the time. And I'm like, "Would you stop?" She's like, "No."
no, don't stop. It's so cute. Oh
It's
man.
my
Is that
what's that from Futurama? Like the brain slugs.
oh, I was gonna call it your emotional support
We're in the
octopus.
hive mind.
That's a long name. We'll just
Is it
call
an
him
illithid?
Howard.
Is it an
Howard. His name is
illithid?
Howard. It's my
Howard.
Howard. He's about as
It's my
emotional
Howard.
as my Howard. My Howard's an actual duck.
Howard.
Your Howard is awesome.
Howard is
My
upset.
Howard is not awesome. My Howard is in timeout.
I have
Oh,
met your
speaking
Howard
of
the duck,
Howard.
the actual duck,
Wait,
and
Oh.
he is
Howard,
awesome.
Howard the Duck, like that? Oh, that guy. Yeah.
She has a duck, and she has named him Howard,
he's
and it is fantastic.
he's
Yep.
about as bratty as Howard the Duck on the movie.
Hi, Calvino.
Name.
Welcome
Nice.
to Talk Shop with CCTV.
Howard the Duck. That was an interesting
All
movie.
right.
It's
That's a word for it.
interesting
Oh,
is a good
okay.
word for it.
Hold on. I have a funny story.
Another word might be
I
war
have a very
crime.
funny story when it comes to Howard the Duck. So, for those of you that don't know, I work at a
Okay.
You tell
certain
yours and I'll tell
retailer.
mine.
I work at a certain retailer that is blue, very blue, and sparks. Um, and years ago, I was working at customer service, and we do the returns up there. And one of my coworkers had come in, and she's like, "Hey, I need to return this movie." She's like, "I know it's open, but I need to return it." And now back then, like we didn't return movies because of copyright laws and
No,
everything.
fuck all that.
And I was like, okay, well, what's wrong with the movie? And I'm looking at it, it's Howard the Duck. She's like, this is not a kid's movie. She bought it for her kids. I was like, no,
Oh,
it's not a
no.
kid's movie.
Oh no.
Definitely
all.
It
no
should have
go.
a better
No, it's not.
disclaimer. That is
It
for
is.
sure. That is an actual fact. That movie should
And
have
she
had
did.
a better disclaimer.
She put it
Yeah.
on for the kids and like frantically
Oh,
was like trying
no.
to turn it off. She's like,
And
no.
that shit was like,
I'm
all
not.
it was like PG-13.
Yeah, it's like the
Parental
first
guidance
15.
advised. Like,
Yeah,
that's it.
no.
It was
Duck porn in it.
It did have duck porn
She
like
didn't
in the
get
first
to that
10 minutes,
part.
maybe.
I think it was like 5 minutes in, but
mm,
There's also some errors in anatomy there. Like, not to, I mean, there's lots to dissect there, but
there's a lot.
ducks are mammals. They don't have, just saying.
just
listen.
throwing that out there.
Here's
And
the thing. This is how my duck finally got a name.
Where
I
there's
had
a
him for
will,
like 2
there's a
years.
boob.
So when we took baby chickens outside and he's like squawking through the gate, like me and my daughter are looking at him like, look, pedophile, stop. You gotta get it
Oh.
quit going after these baby chicks.
Oh no.
Hence the reason he finally got a name Howard.
Oh, that's my
Just a movie as
Yep.
Howard in that movie, like he babysits this duck, or this pig. He takes care of this pig. This duck is like a tenth the size of this pig, and he tried to bully a pig 10 times his size. Got bloodied up. He didn't give a shit. Like he's all like, "I got you." Like he was bloody.
He's
He was
adorable,
beaten.
though.
His feathers were coming out, and he was still going at this other pig. I had to put him in timeout. I had to put Howard. I had to put Howard in timeout because he was attacking a pig.
Okay.
10
He was
times
a bad
his size and getting
duck.
his ass beat and repetitively, and he didn't even
Did you
care.
tell him though? Were you like, "You've been a bad duck"?
I did. Oh, I got. Oh, I totally. Oh, it
Oh,
was.
no.
Have
Oh.
you been on my farm? You would have laughed. The dialogue that was going on here,
So-
like me out in my yard screaming, "Damn it, Howard!"
So,
Like I can't even imagine what my neighbors think of me right now.
Get it?
so far we have
Yep.
duck porn, duck pedophiles, and
Bad
bad duck.
And we're what?
Ducks
10
are
minutes
failing.
in? We're like,
Where shall we go
you're
next?
on a roll.
Going for it.
Welcome to CCTV, y'all.
Calvino disclaimer: Bronner is me because the microphone's hooked up to his side, so I got to be on his setup. That's not really Bronner. Bronner's not feeling good tonight, so we're hopping in, throwing all the chaos around.
Here for it. Yeah, it's chaos time.
It
You
is.
know,
Let's
and
get
there's
into
nothing
it
wrong
with
with
the
that.
For
CCTV
somebody
tree.
that identifies as a chaotic neutral, I like this warms my heart, like my little heart. I love it.
I'm just chaos. I don't have a neutral.
I would put Buttercup as a chaotic good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, ADHD is my superpower. That's for damn sure.
I would definitely like. She is way too sweet to be anything but chaotic good.
About that.
Nick is definitely chaotic evil,
Hey, stop.
and I
Evil.
don't know Seth well enough, so I'm gonna let Nick do that one.
Hold on, hold on.
Oh
Evil.
no.
Dude.
Yes,
In what
Nick.
way? What have I done?
I'm like chaotic evil, man. Like
Just straight evil or chaotic evil?
neutral evil.
Oh, Nick is definitely.
How am I evil?
No,
No,
you're
he's
not
not
evil.
evil.
You're not evil.
He's my annoying baby
Oh.
brother.
Hold on, let me
Hey, Nick.
reference some CCTV episodes.
Oh, we'll do a clips
Uh-oh.
episode.
Oh shit, we clip show.
Yeah.
It's a
Evil.
We've got a
episode.
montage put together.
Now, hold on.
Wait,
Being
y'all, wait, I
pedantic
gotta
is
get
not
him
the
at
same
least
as
once.
being evil.
I gotta get him at least once. Where do dogs go when they lose their tail?
I'm doing it right now. I'm actually doing the thing that I do, which is why I get declared evil, which is because anytime there's disagreement, I get pedantic, which is what I'm doing right now. See, and now it's a never-ending loop. We're just going to keep doing this.
Hey, Nick.
The
Where do
massive
dogs
cycle.
go when they lose their tail?
Where do dogs go when they lose their tail?
To the
Hmm.
retail store.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
I love you all.
I quit. See
So
you later.
cute. Bronner gets so mad at me because like it'll be the dumbest dad joke ever, and I will just laugh. I'll be like, "Oh my god!" He's like, "You're not a dad. What are you doing?" It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Hey, wait, I got another one. What do you call two monkeys that share an Amazon account?
Hang on. Two monkeys that share an
Primate?
Amazon account.
Primates.
Codependent.
Oh.
Codependent.
I did
No,
it.
codependent too, but primates.
Mm-hmm.
Primates.
Got it. Yep. I love
Who's
it.
the bigger
Oh,
dads here?
Calvino's got one. Hold on. How does Dracula order food?
Oh, I
Blood drive.
Alucard. Alucard.
Huh?
What?
I seen that one today.
Alucard.
Oh, like
Oh.
is that the reference? Is it
Alucard, yeah.
okay?
I love that
I
joke.
mean, yeah! Woo! Oh man!
Good sport. Good sport.
So disappointed.
All right.
You
So I
know.
think
You get an A for effort.
what's on everybody's mind here is we really, I feel like given the circumstances, we should get like a hint of what the trivia is going to be about.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what we're here for.
Oh,
again.
okay, here's a hint. I'm wearing
Yeah.
a blonde wig.
Okay, that doesn't clarify
Well.
anything.
Category. Just a category.
Also doesn't seem accurate, but okay.
No, for trivia, not
For trivia.
this. Yeah.
Oh,
You'll be
okay,
wearing
for
a blonde
trivia.
wig for
All right.
trivia.
No, I was gonna
I
wear
was
the
gonna say,
tights,
is
and
it-
I was like, no,
Is the
clothes
trivia
don't
just
work.
famous
Sean
lies?
says,
I don't know.
will there be answerable questions this time?
Yo, we can do 20 questions
They're
to
all
figure out the
questionable
trivia topic.
questions. Ask Nick.
Well,
He knows,
here's
he'll
the
tell you.
question. So is the blonde wig part of a costume that you're doing, or is it just a blonde wig?
All of the above.
All
That's
Now,
not
hold on.
an answer.
No.
It is an answer.
It's gotta be one of the
Not
other.
an answer.
It
I'm
can't
not
be
the
part of a
I'm
costume
the
and
host.
not part
I'm
of a
not
costume.
I'm not the contestant.
Is this like Schrodinger's cosplay? Like, what is happening here?
You missed the Schrodinger's pants.
Wait, what?
What happened?
Is that just any like teleconference? Like anybody at any point could be or could not be wearing
Well,
pants?
that's what we were talking about. We were talking
Anything
about,
else?
are we
actually having
wearing
a
pants or not?
conversation.
That's the
We need to do
situation
like
we're
a
in right
poll.
now.
Who thinks who's wearing pants here? Because
Right.
we probably all aren't.
Which one of us is wearing pants and which one of us is not?
One of these people is
At
not
least
wearing
one of these
pants.
people
The
is
answer will
probably not
surprise
wearing
At
you.
least, yeah.
We'll do the big reveal on our OnlyFans afterwards, and
Like, you know, we're like mullets, but we're
Yep.
from like
The
top to
pants
bottom.
cam.
It's
Business
like
on the top, party on
business
the
on the top, party
bottom.
on the bottom.
I mean,
Will the pantless
Right,
please
They
stand
should,
up?
Ray, they should not leave us unattended.
Winnie the Pooh in it.
Not this time. Usually it is me. Usually
Business
I'm
on
Wait,
like,
the
what?
top, parties on the
PJs.
bottom, right?
Yeah.
That'd be Winnie the Poohing it. You're wearing a shirt, and then
oh no, no,
I'm
no,
gonna
no, no,
justify
no,
it like
no,
that
no.
for the remainder of my fucking life.
We can't be
That's it.
talking about
Hi,
pants
babe.
and you then say, "Do you poo in
no,
it?" Come on,
Winnie
man.
the Poohing it.
Oh, bother.
Dirty
No, I'm
mind.
with Steph. I'm with Steph.
No. Nick is in the
No,
scat.
no, he is
Confirmed.
I'm with
not.
Steph. Yes.
No, he is not.
There he goes.
You heard it
Chaotic
first
evil.
here.
Right
You
there,
heard it
new
first.
headcanon.
Oh,
We just trademarked that. It's trademarked. It's copyrighted. It's all the above.
It's everything.
I mean,
You're
your
pooing
mind
it.
went there pretty quickly, my friend. It really did.
Oh, are we doing this now?
If I said he was Donald Ducking it, would that be better for
Are-
you?
I mean,
Or
I-
you know, we
I
could go
mean,
Deadpool with it.
not when we've been talking about pedophile ducks,
Taking
but
it.
you know,
This is CCTV. We can't say the Deadpool reference.
still
God.
sounds super
It is
sexual.
a weird
I don't
trend,
know.
though. Like, how did that end up happening in cartoons, where they decided, like, we're gonna take these animal
They're not wearing
humanoid
pants.
characters,
It was
and
mostly
like they
girls.
need to wear a shirt. Of course, it would be indecent for them not to wear a shirt, but
it's
no
not
pants.
indecent
That's
for
good.
not to wear pants.
It's
That's a good point.
it's back to the duck boobs, man. 'Cause the way you tell a female character in old
True,
cartoons.
because the females
my
had skirts on.
'Cause they had-
Very, very true. The guys didn't wear the pants in the relationship. The girls wore the skirts in the relationship.
But they had like makeup
Now
and
I'm just
lipstick
thinking
too.
of
So it's like
It's oh God, now it's blanking on my head. The rifle, like if there's a rifle in the scene, it's gonna be used. What?
What?
I know what you're talking
Shit.
about.
I got nothing.
Yeah,
I'm not following.
it's some Russian name, and I cannot
I'm
Yeah,
just
remember
trying
it.
to figure out how we have been on
Yeah.
stream now for like 20 minutes and we're back at square one with the duck porn.
Yeah. I mean, it all
We
comes
can't
back
get
to
away
duck
from the
porn.
duck
I
porn.
mean, like,
They are totally.
was it 7 Steps to Jesus or whatever?
God.
7 Steps to
Calvin
Jesus.
says-
There must be some subliminal something that's going on in all
There's-
of our heads.
I don't know.
Porn's a
It's
thing.
done.
Trauma
Thank
is
you.
what it is.
Yeah.
The word that we're
Thanks.
looking for is trauma. You saw Howard the Duck, you were traumatized, and now you can't move back.
You
I
can't
Yep,
unsee
and
it.
spread
You
the
cannot
trauma.
unsee it. Okay, I got a good question for all of us.
It's real bad.
I have
it's
a
real
good
bad.
question. What is something stupid that you saw that you cannot unsee? Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
no.
asking it.
So are we
Ray,
talking
do
like,
it.
are we talking about like best worst movie
Not
or
even
worst
movie,
worst
anything
movie?
in life. What is something that you
Or
cannot
anything, like-
that you could it is still emblazoned in your head that you cannot unsee. Besides your parents having sex.
So I have a couple questions to like clarify with
Goddamn.
what we've got going on here. Because
Oh my
number
God.
one,
God,
you
stop.
realize like I'm part of CCTV/BSBN, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot there.
Okay, well,
There's
there's
a
that.
lot of stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna talk about your
Sees
real
Number
life.
two.
many things.
You do know I work in
All of
retail,
them.
right?
Yeah, I want to know these things.
That's
Oh,
true.
We're getting
We don't
I
have
know you do
we
not.
don't have a website for nothing. Okay, people of I just want you to know that.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair
thought
enough. So
of
give
my
us a good
answer.
give us a good one that's not gonna make us vomit.
Mm.
But she's gonna have to think a minute. Who else wants
Sure.
a turn?
That-
Let her
that
I
cuts
think.
just
out
I
a
have
lot.
a lot. I've been through
Counter
a
offer.
lot.
Do your
Make
top
us
three.
vomit.
We still
Yeah.
got 40 minutes to
Make
cover. Do
some.
your top three.
Oh Jesus. And you don't want to vomit?
Counter offer. Make us vomit.
Okay, well, I almost vomited at
Thanks,
this
Nick.
one.
Thanks.
So, all right. Most of
Oh,
my good
here we go.
stories come from when I worked at returns because you would be surprised the people return. All right. So I'm at the
I
desk
work in retail.
and it's force
I
of
still
habit.
retail.
Like the lady comes up to the counter, she puts a bag on the counter, and I'm like, hey, did you want to return or exchange? And she's like, I just want to return it. It just didn't work for me. And I was like, okay, no problem. Because this was back when I was like sweet and innocent and shit. And so I opened the bag and I'm staring at a box of antifungal vaginal cream.
That's
And
good
I'm
opening.
like, what do you mean this didn't work for you? Like, why are you bringing it back to me?
don't.
Why
Better
are
yet,
you giving
don't.
it to me? And I'm like, I'm traumatized for life at this point already, right?
Can't unsee
So
it.
no, I can't.
Unsee it.
So I fold the bag down and I handle it and I just give it to her. And I'm like, all right, bro, there's your $5. Okay, your dignity was worth $5. So this was back in California. And in California, practically everything is considered haz waste. So it has to be processed differently. We have to like put it in a bag with some powder, make it a solid, and then they ship it off on a pallet. So in my career, I have never worn the full getup of like PPE with the rubber gloves, the goggles, the apron, and I'm suited and booted. Like I've got to hazmat this stuff and I'm ready to go. And so I've got the gloves on. I open the box up and the tube is like half gone. No problem, right?
And it still didn't work for her.
Right. Buttercup, all 7 of the applicators were still factory sealed. How did she use it? Did she like put the tube up there and just like I don't know. It's an internal
Mike would
freeze.
like to know.
Nick's face though.
Almost would have called it up.
Somebody
That's
clip
okay.
Nick's face. Clip Nick's face. That is going on the next ad. That is the next ad.
Yeah, right. It's
So
gotta
yes,
go in the ad.
People do interesting things, you know. People make interesting choices, and sometimes I like to be there to react to them.
all right. So number 2.
I can't
This
stop
lady
my
come
face
up.
from reacting. I can sometimes stop my words, but I cannot stop my face.
The face is done.
The face is done.
So number 2, the lady comes up and she puts it on the counter and she says that she doesn't need it. She wants to return it. And it's KY jelly, right? And I'm like, okay.
And that's
And
unfortunate.
so I start processing the return. And then she proceeds to overshare, which is what a lot of people do at customer service.
That's what I did the other day.
And she proceeds to tell me, oh, it's not for me. I bought it for my mom because, you know, she's getting up there in age and it's getting a little dry down there. My dad hurts her. And at that point, like, I'm looking at
Don't
this
snitch
woman.
on your mom. I'm
I
sorry.
would have
real
said
quick, I gotta interject.
congratulations to your mom.
Right.
I would have been like,
Yeah, just take that heat. You know?
I'm looking
like
at
let
this
me tell
woman.
you about a good product.
She's about my mother's age, which means she bought it for somebody about my grandmother's age.
You know,
And I about threw it back at her. I'm emotionally scarred from that one.
Go to your grave with that secret.
right.
Holy shit.
And again,
world.
here's your
Gotta have
$5.
fun, too.
Your
$5.
dignity's worth $5.
Like all of your $5. You need to make like a book of $5 stories.
Oh man.
Like,
Yeah.
Well, the last one is
I've
not
got
a $5 story. The last one I actually got in trouble for
Okay.
because I had been with the company for a while, so then I was jaded and I was not sweet anymore.
Yeah.
I was
So
already
the guy,
broke.
Okay.
the guy comes in and he puts the bag on the counter and he wants to return this item the day after Valentine's Day because it didn't work and it ruined his Valentine's Day. And so I open the bag. I need to stop opening the bags. I really do.
Yeah, you
Um,
just needed to
and
check
there's
the bag.
vibrating ring in the bag.
Oh
And
no.
I had just about the fuck enough. So I told him I wasn't touching it. I was like, I'm not touching it. You can take it back. I'm not returning it. And he was like, it didn't work. It ruined my Valentine's Day. And I told the man that if that not working ruined his Valentine's Day, he had more problems than I could help him with. And I was not touching that disgusting thing. And I did. I got in trouble for that. I don't blame the manager.
Oh, you got well. No, you shouldn't have
Oh,
gotten.
I would have signed that with pride.
Oh, I did. I was like, yeah, I said that part of it. I'm not
Yeah.
touching it. I'm still not touching it. I still didn't do the return.
That's
The manager
totally
did.
fair and valid. You shouldn't have to touch that
You
because,
should
like,
not. You
let's
are
be
not.
real.
You
We
don't work
know
at Adam
where
and
it
Eve. You are
was.
not
You know.
required to handle that. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I've got one. I've got one from when I was working as a in
We're
car
doing
Oh my
top
God.
sales
three.
because I hated my
Uh-huh.
life
We're
for
doing
3
the
years.
top three work, can't
Top
unsee
three?
it, or horror stories now at this point. We've
I,
changed the subject.
At this
both.
It all
point,
I
it's,
works.
don't
It's
it's
all
all of
good.
them. It's all of them.
It's all
know. But so it didn't happen directly to me, but I was like present for the thing. Um, guy pulls up and gets out of his car and just like the kind of car that pulls up and the salespeople scatter
Oh
because
yeah.
nobody wants to.
Mhm.
Because the thing reeked. You could smell it coming into the lot. Like it was piled with trash. It was just like the only place you could sit was the driver's seat because everything else was just piled with trash, and it just smelled awful. Like guy pulls up and he wants to test drive a thing, and we're like, oh, nobody wants to do this. But then Scott, the lot manager, he comes out and he's like, so somebody take him on a test drive. I'm like, are you sure you really want to do that? So somebody, I forget who it was, but one of my coworkers took him out in this. I think it was like an Element or something like that. No, it was I was working at a Toyota place. It was an FJ Cruiser, and we were all standing around like, this. No way in the hell this guy can afford an FJ Cruiser. But takes him out of the. They're gone for like maybe 5 minutes. Usual test drive, 20 minutes roughly, maybe 5 minutes. He comes squealing tires back into the lot. Like he jumps the median. Like he seriously,
In a
he
brand new
and we're
test
all
drive
standing
car.
outside watching this. Oh, it wasn't new.
But
It was a used
still,
one, but still, like, and an FJ Cruiser, for those of you who don't know, it's like a big off-road like
Yeah.
vehicle. And he
It's like
jumps the
Aston Martin.
median, squealing tires, comes screeching. He gets up on the curb, like the lot, the front door. There's like a curb and some sidewalk. He jumps like 3 tires up onto the curb and screeches to a halt. Throws open the door. And this guy, I had never seen a human being run as fast. He gets out, and we could hear him from where we were standing say, "Gotta go," and like sprints. And then about that time, we noticed, yeah, he was leaving a trail.
Oh,
Guy had peed
Oh
all over the place
no.
in this
oh,
car.
Oh my
oh
God.
no. That's
Um,
unfortunate. And I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Oh.
Please tell me
No.
further about your trauma.
That poor guy. That poor guy.
I have no idea. I have no idea what happened. Like,
Listen, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
mm,
like
That sounds
yeah.
like
I was
something
getting
I would
off the
do.
right.
freeway
Yeah,
the
me
other day,
neither.
Like,
and there was a lady with the car parked, and she had the back passenger door open and the front passenger door open, creating her own little cubicle.
I've
And
done
just
that. Listen,
right there.
I've
But
done
have
it.
you done it on the
Yeah.
freeway off ramp?
No, I've done it at
The gas
a
station is
parking lot.
half a block.
Oh,
I've done it in a
you
lighthouse
had somebody do.
parking lot. I've done it 3 times actually.
God, we actually had somebody
I
pull
have
up
made
into
my own porta
the
johns.
grass
I
area out
have.
in front of the dealership and do that,
No,
like
I got a little bit
just
higher
on
standards
the
than
side of the
that.
road in front of the dealership.
You're supposed to do that like on a road trip
So-
in the middle of nowhere where there's nothing that can see you
In the
between those
lighthouse
two
parking
doors.
lot at like 3 a.m.
Yeah,
Right.
Not just like in the middle of the day with
the
like
Toyota
my
place
standards.
was a wild joint.
All right. All right. What do you got, Nick? How about them
Oh,
students?
Horrifying. So horrifying things. These horrifying things that I experienced. I guess I have a serious one, which isn't
Rachel
really
turned
all
it
that
into
funny.
horrifying. That was not my go-to. Okay,
Okay.
mine was what you can't unsee. Rachel
Oh,
did that.
Well,
Rachel
the first
did
thing
that.
my mind goes to when you say what I can't unsee is the movie Moonfall. It was terrible. It was so stupid. It was so bad. Like,
You
I
won't get your
mean,
life back after
plus or
that.
minus the
sentient
Flash.
moon. I have not seen the Flash yet, and I don't intend to. I keep hearing nightmare stories. I don't look. Ezra was
That
not
sounds rough,
my
yeah.
Flash. I did not like the portrayal. I thought the character, like, he's just annoying and egregious. I hate it.
Really?
Hate it.
I don't
Oh
think
yeah,
so.
so annoying. Oh my god, his voice. I hear the voice that he
worse.
does, or that they do as Barry, and I just like it's like nails on a chalkboard to me. It just grates on me.
I don't understand why he got popular for a minute there. Like now, obviously, he's just kind of imploded his career
Right,
with
Nerva?
all the Ezra Miller shit. But like for a minute there, he was all over the place, and I didn't think he was good at anything.
I kind of agree.
Tell
I
us
think
how
he
you
sucked.
really feel.
Right?
Yeah, no, I agree.
I mean,
Let's review actors
shitbox
now.
actor. I don't know.
They were in the shitty Harry Potter movies, the ones, not the good ones.
Mhm.
The,
Did you
Yeah,
just
those
say
are
that?
awful.
was that
Yeah, no, they're terrible. They're
the first
awful.
one was okay. and
The Fantastic Beasts ones.
The first one I would say was like a solid C. It was passable.
I read all the books
A
before the
C?
movies even came out. So no, or well,
Yeah, the first Fantastic
A
Beasts.
C.
Yeah,
It was not good.
I'd give it like a
It was
C.
not
I'm
good.
sorry. Hold on.
yeah, that's
Sean,
It was full of plot
Sean,
holes.
get
Like,
him outta
man,
here,
it
Sean.
made no sense.
outta
It was
here.
terrible.
Oh,
It was
damn.
terrible.
fired.
I mean, a C is
Fired.
generous. I
Now,
think.
some of the
Like,
original Harry Potter movies that were based on the books, I would rate some
How
of them
much?
as quite
How,
good.
how much?
God, I just wish Richard Harris had
How
lived
much
longer so he could be
recreational activity
Dumbledore.
that
'Cause
you
I
had before
did not
you
like
just
Michael
said- you
Gambon
just
too
all
much
said-
as
Yeah, I
Dumbledore.
will say the Dumbledore. Yeah.
None.
I can agree with.
Richard
He-
Harris was the
He
perfect
did the best
Dumbledore.
he could with what he was given, but he was not the best choice.
True. I agree with that.
The direction
yeah, I was not.
was-
Yeah,
yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
fair.
Mhm.
I thought
Thank
the
you.
first
Yeah.
Thank
Harry
you,
Potter
Sean.
movies
Yeah.
did an
Can we
excellent
handle
job.
those technical difficulties?
Technical
Right.
difficulties.
Death being
Oh
one of them.
no, we've lost Seth
You're on
and Nick altogether.
Oh
No,
no.
I mean, I don't know.
Speak-
The
Speak the word.
Harry Potter 1 and 2, I thought did a really good job of like envisioning what that world would look like, and
They did. I agree with that as well.
Right.
Yeah.
But then when they
I
changed-
am emotionally
What changed?
attached
Was it
to
the
it though.
directors or the producers that
And
changed?
see, I will say,
Maybe both.
I think
something
the
had,
directors
something
definitely-
happened
direct-
after 1 and 2. The magic.
The
just
directors
went the fuck
changed,
away.
yeah.
Like it was terrible.
so I think it was the same director
I
for the
think
first
so.
two.
I think that
I
because
think
those are the
everybody
two that
was
were
the same the first
they
1 and
seemed
2,
the
and
most
then
similar.
3, 3, 4, and then 5. Like then it just went downhill from
I
there.
know
However,
Yeah, I mean,
comma,
then
like Ray said, they did the best with what they could, with what they had. Technical difficulties.
I think they're still good movies. Like I got
Sean,
some
kick them all
issues
off.
with.
Just kick them all off.
I
What was your favorite?
no, I think the original like what was it 8 movies were for the most part good. Like there's some issues I have with the
Well, there were
overall
some
like
books I had
structure and the
issues
individual
with.
things, but for the most part fine.
There was one
Yeah.
particular book that I was just like, I wanted my eyes to bleed to just finish this book. Like I could.
which one was it. Number 5. Yeah, a lot of people feel that way.
Which one's that?
All
What is
all
it?
Harry Potter did throughout the entire book was
one?
cry.
Oh.
Like that's all he
Like, I don't
did was
remember what-
cry. Like he was
I
just a
don't-
big bitch the whole time. And
I
I'm
don't
like,
remember by number.
you're not that guy. I'm like, you're a teenager. You're learning your life. Blah 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 blah. Like I'm trying to come to grips with it. And I just
All right. So what's our next topic?
There's also, well,
wait. I never
hold
got to tell
on.
my war story.
The Order of the Phoenix was also a lot of like setup. It was like, oh, we have to establish this, establish
political
this.
setup. That part didn't bother me though.
Yeah, but honestly, like the politics didn't make any damn sense to me. Like the whole structure of the Ministry of
So
Magic.
number 5 was
is
also a big
so ridiculous.
See, I
Like it
enjoyed. That's what
fucking
got
made
me
no
through
sense.
that book. Past all of Harry
I think-
Potter's teenage emotions at that
I
point
think
was
when
getting involved in the politics and learning who was where and who
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much
belonged at what
Yeah.
side. and all this
typical
other-
corrupt politics.
yeah,
It was
I think
relevant.
when the author that shall not be spoken of, when she was like doing the fantastical thing and having the magical world and all that stuff, she did well, like building that version of the world. When she started trying to get into like trying to mix in politics and government structures and things like that, I think it really fell apart.
I can
But
agree
the
with
thing
that.
is, that
I
was a
wasn't a fan.
part of the bigger plan, but she got so rushed into it. In her defense, like I don't know, but these are things that I did learn about her within trivia, within Google and stuff. Yeah, I'm a weirdo. I'll be bored at work and I'll just look up random crap.
No.
But no, yeah,
I do think
case you
if she
didn't
could have
Um,
stopped after that 7th book and not done any of that weird Pottermore stuff, like the wizards erasing their
Oh,
poo
yeah.
with
Oh, yeah.
magic, like just pooing on the floors and not.
Oh
using
yeah, I've read
toilets,
no
like,
Pottermore.
You didn't need
I've
that.
done-
You didn't need
see,
any
I
of
don't
that.
know anything of that. What is that?
If she just gone and lived in her castle and never said another public word, she would be the most beloved
Yes, there
person
was
in the world.
there's another
to this
thing. If
day.
she had just kept some beliefs to herself and maybe just
Right.
or just not had them to begin with, that would have been even better, right? Just not.
Yeah, just
you know?
We're gonna
yeah.
get canceled if we don't quit talking smack.
No, I think we're gonna get.
No, about a
We're going the
shitty
other
turf?
way.
Nah, screw that.
Yeah, no, I mean that's true.
I'm gonna be the one that cancels you.
Wait.
If I don't get canceled 3 times a month, then it ain't a good month.
You
Right?
understand right now we're criticizing her for transphobia, right?
That's like, hold on.
If you cancel us for that,
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you criticizing Harry Potter. That's the part I'm gonna cancel you for.
Yeah.
No, we're not
I mean,
criticizing. We are constructive
No work is above
criticizing.
criticizing.
I'm
We
but-
saying
are-
we
I,
were
I
all for
Yeah.
truly enjoyed.
But we all
the,
have our
the 7 novels. I truly enjoyed them. I thought they
Listen,
were great,
Linda.
especially the 7th.
But listen, you're also talking to a chick that has like all of like a lot of pothead stuff all over the back of her car in decals and all kinds of stuff. Yes.
I just have a question for Buttercup. What makes it's still criticizing, even if it's constructive criticism, it's still criticizing.
Yeah, I mean,
The constructive
no, I mean,
criticism,
nothing's
constructive
above
criticism
like
doesn't get you
could be
canceled.
better. Like, yeah.
Everything.
Talking shit
I
doesn't.
mean,
Oh no,
I
I have,
have-
something in my
I have
eyeball.
I love you too.
I'm wearing I'm wearing a Guardians of the Galaxy t-shirt right now. I have entirely too much Guardians of the Galaxy shit within like arm's reach. I
got a
love
Groot.
that series.
I got a baby.
The Dan
Groot.
Abnett stuff, awesome. I love it, except for
Oh, you can't
the
see
art
him.
was a little
Oh, you can
wonky here
barely
and there.
see
But
him.
Brian Michael Bendis,
Yeah.
the absolute worst. And like, no, terrible. All the stuff he wrote, garbage. Throw it out. Like,
He shall now be my partner.
some stuff
I don't
sucks.
know where he
Some
can
stuff
do it.
sucks.
Yeah.
Even for stuff you like.
I just have an emotional attachment to it for personal reasons. But Nerdburger has a suggestion that I think we might be on board for.
What's that?
Harry Potter with Duck. Where is mine? There he is. Hold on. Let me grab mine.
We all have a group. Look, group. I have a group. Come here,
Do
group.
y'all, I mean, I have a group.
Yeah.
Let me.
I have a real
hang
life
on.
group.
Mine's breaking my heart. Look at him.
Group. Here's my real life group. It's a Belgian Malinois, and his ears are too big for his head. He tells everything about his emotions in his face, in his ears.
He's so
This is my group.
cute.
Thank you, my group.
Oh, I can't reach.
I have a
His
group
name is
and a
Jared
rocket.
Group. Like, why do we all have groups?
I don't
Okay,
know.
group's awesome.
He is awesome.
Yeah.
That's funny because I'm in a room
gotta
full
come
of
on this way.
Batman stuff,
Come on
and
this
my
way.
Groot's
Come on
right
this way.
here.
Come here. Y'all really got to see my group. Let's get up.
Actually, as a matter of fact, Bates,
Yeah.
Kind of,
Oh,
sort
he
of
don't even know
trauma
what to
bonded.
do. He's like, I am Groot.
Groot
Kind of,
brings
sort
us
of.
together. We are Groot.
That's what I done. We
We
are
are
Groot. Yep. I love you
But
guys.
no, so
All right, let's just
Howard the
talk for the
Potter.
rest of the time about
Howard the Potter.
how great Guardians Galaxy 3
No, let's
was.
not.
It was
And
incredible.
Can I please tell
Yeah,
him why I
It
can't
was
tell
good, though.
this
I'm not gonna
story at
lie.
this point in time in the hour?
it was
Can I please? Can I please?
extremely good.
Can I tell
What's
my I
that?
can't unsee it story
Do what?
at this point in time?
Oh,
Yeah,
hell
of course,
yes.
go for it.
Because I had a different one, but following you guys as I have, I think, a better
Okay.
one. So I'm a
All right.
cleaning lady.
Uh-oh.
I see lots of crazy shit. Okay, so I'm vacuuming, and my vacuum sucks up this thing, and I'm like, "Oh God!" It's making this sound. It's
Get ready
breaking
to
the
cut the
belt,
mic, Sean.
and I yank out a thong. Okay, my belt.
Cut the mic. Cut the mic. Cut the mic.
Wait, no, it gets better.
You
It gets
can
better.
yank out a thumb.
Listen, no, it burns up my belt, so there's this burning smell in the room. I yank out this thong.
Is it
And
a
I don't even
burning
know it's a thong
smell?
at this point in time. I yank out this wad. Lady comes in, she's like, "Oh God, what's broke up here?" I have her thong in my hand, and I'm like, I don't know, my vacuum sucked this up, but she holds it up and it says, "Well, it ain't gonna eat itself." And she's like, "Oh, that's mine," and just like walks off nonchalantly, like nothing
Like,
happened.
no
And I'm
shit,
just like,
lady. It's not mine.
well,
Nope.
yeah, it ain't mine, but
Never seen that before in my life. I don't know. I don't
clearly,
even.
if it was that, just barely under the bed, it was a good day.
How do we know it was the vacuum that was smelling?
Oh God! Don't! Oh God! That just scarred me for life.
I win. I win.
There
Oh,
it
you
is.
guys,
There
I
it is.
really needed
This is
this.
why we're not allowed in public together.
It has been a jacked up, screwed up month, week.
Oh, so
I
Tell me
needed
about
this.
it. Tell me about it.
here's a story. Here's a story from
Another I can't unsee it
last
story.
year. Not really unsee it. Not really can unsee it, but just like a funny kind of weird story from a convention I was staffing last year or the year before. Anyway, so mostly it had been pretty calm. Not really a whole lot going on. As far as like security, calls and stuff like that. A couple of parties getting a little rowdy, things like that. Normal stuff. We get a call that uh we get a call that somebody there was a disturbance on one of the floors, and they lost track of them, and then somebody else called in a little bit later and said that they'd found a room. The door looked like it had been broken in, and we're like, whoa. So we get the whole security team. We go up there, and the guy that's the head of security at the time, he's like an ex-Marines, big jack dude.
Nice.
Yeah,
Those are
so
fun.
we get up there and we see the door like it's smashed in. We called hotel security, but they were like hotel security was one dude. It was like 3 a.m. So we were waiting on him, but we didn't know if there was something going on in there, so we decided to go ahead. We're all like stacked up on this like
Good idea.
we're all like just like like holy crap, but something might be going down like and we're just then finally the head of security, he goes and he just like knocks on the door and like knocks on the door frame because the door was like smashed. He would have just pushed it straight over pretty much. And like shouts out, anybody there? And we're all just like standing there all tense. And he finally swings the door open and it's empty. Entirely empty. There's nothing in there. Like there's not even any furniture. Turns
Even
out
furniture.
no. Turns out a few weeks earlier, the door had gotten stuck, and they had to break into the room in order to open it. It was nothing. It was absolutely
so it
nothing.
took that long for someone
We were standing
to
in front of this door
realize
for like 10 minutes and didn't even realize that there was
that
nothing
something
in the
was
room.
oh my
Oh,
God.
Jesus.
Like I don't know if that's a lack of I don't know if that's lack thereof.
How
or
much were you drinking?
At that point, no. Yeah.
afterwards, however. That could have been the catalyst. Who knows?
I have no idea what happened. I got lost in Marine.
I I guess going along, I don't know, crazy stories. I do have a serious one of like the most intense extreme experience that I think I've probably had in my life.
Oh,
Where
Extreme?
it
I have
also
an
happened in a
intense
certain
at work.
retail outlet that one of
What is
us may be
hell?
very acquainted with. I was in
Is
in
it
Walmart.
blue? Is it
Yeah, oh, I was in Walmart and I was there I was there to pick up makeup because I LARP, as those of you that watch this and everybody in this call knows. I'm a
what?
LARPer. I know,
Nick
crazy, right?
Larks?
Woo!
Oh,
And
Nick,
at the
what?
time I was playing a character that was an automaton, so it was like a robot man. So I had to have like metallic face paint. And one of the easiest ways to do that is you get like a metallic eyeshadow, and you can do that. You can buy them at any retail outlet, and they look really great. So I was there to get my new supply, and while I'm there, I'm at the front, like, because the makeup area was right near the front with the doors open. And somebody came in, and it was an active shooter. They started shooting people, and I was like right in
Holy
front
crap.
where it was happening. I heard like the guns go off. I remember this woman was like screaming. She's like, "Oh my God, they're shooting people!" And that's when fight or flight kicked in, and I did flight. I flew like
Oh, I
no
would have
other.
ran like a baby.
I made my way as
Yeah.
far away from
Yeah.
that entrance to the
I
opposite
would have
entrance as
yo.
quickly as I can.
Can I ask where you were
So
at? Or
Um,
is that too much you don't want to disclose? I would understand.
yeah, no, I'm not gonna say the specific location, but it was a Walmart in North Carolina. I will say that.
I know where you were at. Wow.
how many years ago?
Ooh, oh my God, I want maybe like 5, maybe.
I
I
know
was
where
about to
you
say
were
not
at.
too many because that was fairly recent.
Actually, there's been more in North Carolina. You probably have not heard of.
Probably.
I mean, news outlets
man.
only do what they can
Kind of
to
everywhere, yeah.
Yeah, there've
terrify
been
you.
quite a few since that incident that apparently you've never heard of. Um, yeah, the very first store that I ever worked at, we had an incident, and actually our store manager was shot.
Dang.
Oh my gosh, were they okay? Did they recover?
Yes,
Whoa.
yeah,
Okay, good.
he was
Good.
shot in the leg.
Happy stories here, y'all. Let's not go into.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
talk about that.
Sorry, just it was extreme
So,
and like
It's yeah,
you
it
know
is
you learn
a
some things.
situation that you don't know, and like you can't fathom it until you're there. Until
Right. Yo, no, I
like
can't. And that's
Right.
exactly, you're exactly right. Like, I can't even imagine
yeah.
the feelings, the thoughts,
to
the
hear that,
activity. Like, I would feel as though I'd be like Nick and be like, "Pfft, gone." But at the same time, I would think in my head, I would be tornado drill and just like sit in the floor and cry like
yeah,
cower in the corner. I don't know what I would do. I do not know
hearing
what
a
I would
gun
do.
go off in a building is just, especially a building that like people are in, because there's a millisecond of
It's me.
silence. There is a
Yeah.
millisecond of eerie silence
Yes, as
before all hell breaks loose.
everybody's like reckoning with what they've just experienced. It's
Mhm.
crazy. And like
The only
you
thing
end
I
up
have to relate to that is
like
busting my water pipe in my back porch or in my backyard. Like,
Oh, Sean
and
was
I'm like,
watching duck porn the other day.
oh,
Back to
hey.
happy topics.
Wait.
So basically, he was watching National Geographic. Okay. Or the
Yeah.
Animal Planet.
was
Animal
it
Planet.
dumpster divers, pandas, raccoons? I mean, what is it?
Oh man.
Trash pandas.
Trash pandas. I love trash. There was a trash panda under my car. Back to happy
Oh
topics.
my god, I feed the
So-
raccoons at my job.
Oh,
I feed the
So-
raccoons at one of my jobs.
Listen, I went out the door.
Marshmallows.
Let
speaking
me
of,
real quick. So I go out the door and I
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
like a meow, and I'm like, "What the hell? There's a cat. I don't like cats." So I'm like, "Where the hell is this cat? Oh my god, there's a cat!" And I
Trash
hear it, and I'm
pandas
like,
do not
"Oh,
meow.
I swear on my
They do
life,
not meow.
I swear on my drink."
That is your unicorn glitter of a
So
raccoon.
listen, so listen. I heard
I
it
hate
was
to
like,
pop that little bubble. Trash
I don't know
pandas
if
do
it
not
was a
meow.
meow or a mew or mewling or whatever, because it wasn't really like
Mewling is
young.
better.
And I'm like, where the fuck is this coming from? Because I gotta leave, right? And I want to turn my car on, but I don't want to kill a cat, even though I don't like them. And so I end up looking under the car, and I'm like, oh, that's not a cat. I'm like face to face with this trash panda, and it was really cute, and I wanted to keep it, but I knew in the back of my mind that was a bad idea. So I just kind of like got a stick and kind of just escorted them out from under my car.
I have a
If
trash
not
panda
friend, why
story.
friend shaped?
At my job, there was no lid on the dumpster, so of course, baby trash panda gets stuck in the dumpster.
Mhm.
Everybody's terrified. Okay, I own a farm. I'm not scared of anything. I don't care. It's in there hissing. It's not mewling. It's not meowing. It's not being cute in any way, shape, or form. It's pissed. So,
Mine was
I'm like,
adorable. I
I
don't know what
got
was
this,
wrong with
y'all. I
yours.
got this. So,
Yours had rabies.
yeah, I've had rabies. I've had my shots. It's fine. So that's why I go get
Wait, what?
marshmallows.
Oh,
I'm like, I'm gonna buy a bag of marshmallows. So I get this bag. I come back to my house. Like my job is like
You're
5
gonna
minutes
give
from
the
my house.
trash
So
panda
I
marshmallows.
come to the house. I grab a 2x4 and I go back to the store. I buy a bag of marshmallows and I stick marshmallows all the way up the 2x4 and wait for this trash panda to walk and like eat these things and quit, screaming at everyone. And I'm like, see, they're cute. And so ever since then, I have this bag of marshmallows at my job. And I'm like, did you feed my raccoon tonight? And they're like, no, we didn't. We want it to go away. You're the only asshole that still wants it here. I'm like, well, I'm going to go feed my raccoon. Bye.
so so I have one more story about the dealership.
Thank you,
and
Nerdburger. They
stuff
do
like
make
this,
a chirping.
uh,
I just want to throw that out there. I wasn't wrong. I wasn't drunk. They make like
I
a
can see
little
that, I can see
chirping.
that.
They could be confused.
No, not
Or a
mine.
kitten.
Mine was pissed. Mine
So-
made no comforting kitten sounds at all.
So when I back when I was at the Toyota place, we had a used Mustang for sale. It was
You
a
had an old
pretty
horse.
recent model, like clean, nice. Nah, it's fine. It was good. It wasn't the right
Was a
engine,
used
but it was
pony.
fine. Yeah. uh, it was gorgeous. Like it had low miles, price was
That engine.
fine. It wasn't the good engine, but win some, lose some. I had this, but it had this weird kind of musty smell in it that like they took it back to the detail. They ran like they ran like the bomb through the vents and everything. They cleaned it out. They vacuumed. They did all the stuff with the carpets, and it seemed like it was getting all right. But then it was sitting. I had this guy that was really interested. Um, a younger guy looking for his first car. He was
Go
really
to the
interested in this
sucker. I
Mustang. So he
would've.
wanted something that would be kind of sporty. I mean, he was into it. And we've been talking back and forth about it. And they'd gone back and they cleaned it up, but it had been sitting for a little while. And they had said, yeah, they got rid of the smell. Well, we get into it for the test drive, and we're riding around a little bit. And for the first little bit, didn't really smell. But then as
Hit you in the
it's kind of
face.
warming up, it got that kind of weird musty smell coming back to it. And we're getting to the end of the test drive. Dude's in love with the car. He wants it, but he's like,
The
it's kind of
smell.
a weird smell, isn't it?
It's that new car smell.
And
Sell
so,
it.
yeah,
Just sell it.
That new to
we're
you
talking
smell.
we're talking about it. It's like, I know they did all this work to it, but sometimes it just takes a second go. We can have them, you know, redo the thing on the vents. It's probably just something in the as the cars sit, sometimes they just get a little musty in the
Right.
ventilation.
Mm-hmm.
You can have them clean all
What
that
the
crap
hell
out.
died
It's
in the
fine.
engine?
Well,
Like he's coming to a
we're
close.
driving it back to detail
Waiting for
because
this.
this dude wants this freaking car. The dude wants the car, so we're driving it back to detail, kind of stash it so it doesn't like, and to have them work on, see if they can get that finally out, and to kind of stash it until we can, get everything squared away, and so nobody else sells it. But dude's all about it. He wants it. I go to he asks if they might have left the old sticker in the car. He just wants to see the. I was like, yeah, fine. They usually do. I open up the glove box, which apparently no one else had done. It's a dead rat in the glove box. I open this thing up, I see, and I shut the glove box. Like,
That's the problem.
you're not gonna believe
Found
this.
your problem.
By the way,
I found it.
we can get rid
It's
of that
what?
smell.
Yeah,
Some
I know what's
gloves.
causing the smell.
Open it up, air it out a little bit.
Yeah,
You'll
we'll
be
get some
fine.
gloves.
Boy.
It'll
You
be
know what?
fine. Everything's fine.
Dude still bought the car.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I mean, sure, you can get rid of it. Did you have a rat
Number one,
funeral
did he
though?
buy the car?
Did you? Did you have a rat
Number one,
funeral?
did
What's
he buy
that?
the car?
A rat funeral? If by rat funeral you mean just fling it out in the woods, then yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
number 2, did he buy the car?
Night, Mom.
Well, yeah, he
And
bought the
3,
car.
do
He
you
bought the car.
sleep at night?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the car was fine. Hey, the smell's gone. Whatever.
I would sleep at night. I'd be fine with that.
I mean, at that point, like, I didn't hide the rat. Like, he knew that there was a rat in the car. Like, he knew everything was there.
He
So, like,
knowingly
I never.
bought the car. That was on
Knowingly
him.
bought the car with
He
the
knowingly bought- yeah. Yeah.
extinguished rat.
Oh, night.
With
We cleaned
yeah.
it. We took the rat out. We didn't include the rat. Like, we didn't like
That's
wrap
free
it
of
up in the
charge, bro.
paperwork.
Okay.
So here you go. You bought the car and the
So
that rat's $500, by
animals
the way.
at work on
You're
4.
your therapy rat. 'Cause you
The rat
run
is
more
extra.
now.
Yeah.
The rat is extra.
The rat is extra. We got the dock fee, we got the taxes, we got the rat fee. You know.
It's either the rat fee or the disposal fee. Which one do you want?
Yeah, right.
So
Right. Both. How about both?
why not
Why
both?
not both?
4
¿Por qué no
times
dos?
at work,
All right, go
I
ahead.
have had to remove a snake from the premises.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Nick's
no.
out on this.
And just like you did with the rat, I kind of flung it into the woods in the back of the building.
No, listen.
4 times
In my
now.
barn.
The best time, hold on. The best time,
I would quit.
I had a coworker who embodied some toxic masculinity. And he's about 6'8", thinks he's the biggest, baddest thing to ever walk. Comes in the building and says that we have to send the trailer back to the manufacturer. And we're like, what the hell are you talking about? We have to swap out the trailer. We just got this trailer for the fixtures. Finally, we figure out
No.
that he wants to send the trailer back because there's a fucking snake in it. It's just a rat snake. It's a little black snake.
It's
I mean, it's
fine.
not little. It was probably like 5 feet, right? So I go,
Let's see. There's a snake in it, and also
and
it's on
I,
fire.
so I,
The things
Yeah.
may
Yeah, I would
not
have
be
been fine
related.
with the snake. I totally would have been fine with the snake.
and then there was this snake on the side of the building, on the sidewalk, and then there was the one that was crawling around on the sales floor, like by the trash cans and stuff.
I'm never coming to your Walmart now. Never.
Yeah, we're done here.
Step foot in
You're
this
fired,
building.
regardless.
I will keep you safe. I will remove the snake.
I mean, that's great, but I don't want to
So-
see it in the first place. Oh my gosh.
Everything's fine.
Before I was at the Toyota place, I was at a Honda, like a small Honda place, and we had
Calvino.
it was a really rural area. We had we were just doing our thing. We were out, waiting on people to come in, and the service bay was kind of in the middle between the new car section and the used car section. So we were kind of standing around there. Hear a scream, and one of the service techs just sprints
no.
out from underneath the car.
Already upset.
Um,
Already scared.
Apparently somebody had brought. Nah, it's not that bad. Apparently somebody brought the car in saying that it was making a weird noise and it was shaking
think?
as they were driving it. Yeah. So they brought it in to check it out. The tech had gotten up underneath the car, like he had slid up underneath it, was like face first in this thing, and a possum fell onto his head. There was a family of possums living in this engine compartment. they were fine. Like,
That's
the guy didn't get
listen,
hurt. Like, he didn't get
So I've
scratched or
got like
anything.
this. I
but-
have this pig that decided he wanted to use a chicken coop as his home, so I call it his town home. So my fat pig goes up there, but the chickens still use the one corner for their eggs. Of course, it's the one corner that when I lift the hatch, I can't get to because I'm short, I'm little. You know, the pig wants the big area, the chicken chooses the little area I can't get to. So I go in like one day and I reach to get the eggs. I do every day, but it's dark this day. It's a little late for some reason. This was a year or so ago. And I'm reaching in and I grab and I'm like, that's not an egg. That's not an egg. And I finally flip the light on my phone. I'm like, oh, that's a snake. So I come running in the house and I'm getting tongs. And my kids are like I'm cool as a
You killed
cucumber.
Nick.
I
You
don't
killed
give a
Nick.
I'm cool as a cucumber. I come in and I'm getting tongs. And my kids are like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "That snake ain't getting my fucking eggs." And they were like, "What?" It's like, because he was eating them. He had one halfway down his throat. So
Yeah.
I'm out there, and my daughter videoed me yelling at the snake,
Egg.
"Not your eggs! They're my eggs!"
Egg.
And I'm like tonguing this guy off the egg so I can grab him with the other
You're
hand.
tonguing
You got
him?
It was
tongs.
just a rat snake. Yeah, it was just a
So
rat snake.
you're
But I couldn't
tonguing the
I couldn't
snake.
reach him.
So we got
So
snake
I had
porn.
tongs. I had 7 tongs.
We got
It's not
snake porn now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Get off my egg!"
So did the snake have boobs?
So there's audio on the internet somewhere of me screaming, "Those aren't your eggs, they're my eggs."
Well,
So back in college, about I think it was my sophomore year, I was volunteering, helping out with a haunted trail thing. Um, that I went up. I was at App State, so we were doing this haunted trail at the Horn in the West place. And it was pretty wild. Like we had chainsaws and shotguns and
Good
stuff.
times.
It was awesome. I got to run shotguns a couple times. I lost hearing in this ear because of it.
Good time. Good time.
But so we were reloading our own blanks for the shotgun shells rather than spending money on blanks, and they weren't the most consistently loaded.
Boo.
You know.
Do it yourself doesn't always work out.
Yeah, but one night I was on chainsaws, and like we had this there's like this back catwalk thing that people would go through because they went backstage back towards the dressing rooms, and we cleared out one of the dressing rooms and had it as like a scare chamber, and they come around that, then go through this catwalk area. There was a hidden door that went out onto the stage that from the back there you couldn't see it unless you knew it was there. And with the chainsaw, our point there was to kick open the door as the
I already see
group
this
was coming
going
through,
downhill.
rev up the chainsaw and like and do all that mess. So I do that. Like I'm back there. I'm in my all my get up and stuff. I uh, I crank the chainsaw really quickly and then kick the door open, and and uh, we had like a little mirror thing so we could tell and make sure we're not going to smash somebody with the door. But anyway, I kicked the door open, rev the chainsaw up, do my whole thing. And this woman that's in the front, she reaches into her bag and pulls out a fucking taser and starts sparking that thing up in my face.
Look, bitch, you paid for this. I need you to stop.
So I have a chainsaw in my hand. She has a taser, and I'm like, no.
oh boy,
Oh my god.
that's insane. If we're clearly talking about horror stories, so one time I was in the 6th grade, and it was
Uh-oh.
Friday, and I was so excited because it was about to be. I was done with school.
Already.
School day ended. I was about to be picked up, and I was gonna go see a movie. And I was super hyped up. It was time to see a movie. My mom comes to the school. She picks me up, gets me at the middle school. We drive over to the high school. We pick up my sister. The 3 of us were on our way to the movie theater,
He's got all the memories.
and we get to the theater, right? We go inside, we sit down, and we watch the whole movie. And it was Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. And we watched The Phantom Menace, and that's the horror story right
That is
there.
the most traumatic thing.
We had to watch
That
The
would be
The
Phantom
most
Menace.
dramatic thing.
Let's bring it full circle, and that's why he's
Oh,
chaotic
God.
evil.
Okay.
Truth be told, you heard it here, folks. Here.
All right,
Seriousness,
fair.
Up until that point, I was just an optimistic, perky young lad, and then I got exposed to disappointment, watching all of your hopes and dreams just get shattered before your eyes, and then having to drive home with your mom, who she was just trying to give you what you wanted. She knows you're a big fan of Star Wars. You're gonna love this, and then she asks you, "How was the movie, son?" And you lie to your mom the first time.
Oh no.
You say, "I liked
Yeah.
it.
I
It was
loved it. It
good."
was wonderful.
Oh, It's gonna get you so
See?
much Jar Jar
That's
Binks merch.
exactly what happened, Seth. Because I said I liked it, then all of a sudden I had like Jar Jar plushies, and I'm like,
No.
oh God, I want to kill
Please
him.
stop, make it stop.
No.
This is why you don't lie to your
Oh
parents.
man.
Well, now I know what to
true.
get
See.
Nick for Christmas.
Jar Jar Binks.
Oh
It's
God.
just a snake with Jar Jar's head at the end.
Right? Or
Yeah,
Jar Jar
yeah.
riding a snake.
So Phantom Menace or Book of Boba Fett minus the Mandalorian episodes that just
Phantom
randomly
Menace was
happen.
still worse.
Ooh.
That's a whole
This is a
listen.
tough one.
Listen, I'm gonna cut that off. This is a whole nother episode.
We're not talking anything legit this episode. Did you guys not get the memo?
Yeah. We're not
All right,
talking
all right.
legit. This is a
Phantom
whole other
Menace, Phantom Menace, or
That's content, y'all.
the Fantastic Beasts 2.
Which ones? Phantom Menace?
Phantom Menace or Fantastic Beasts 2.
Fantastic Beasts too. Yeah.
Can I choose to put myself in?
Better. I'm saying, are you asking for better or worse? Like if you had to choose one?
If you had to watch one of those
Fantastic
two
Beasts.
for the rest of your life.
Fantastic
all day long.
Beasts.
For the rest
Yeah,
of your
Fantastic
life?
Beasts all day long.
The only movie
I
you get
want
to
my
see.
inner
One of
child
those
to try to shine.
Can I choose not to watch movies in this scenario? Can I give up on anything?
Can I choose to gouge my eyes out?
That's your choice, and we support it.
I choose death.
Y'all are rude. Y'all are rude, okay?
Avoid a life with no joy.
So listen, my little one never
Go out there and find a snake to rescue, okay?
I need to wrap it up. I gotta
Oh,
make a little
God.
every day.
Oh yeah,
It
is
is
time.
time.
Isn't it?
Holy
What do
crap.
you know?
And here I didn't think
The
they
only
had to
reason I
talk a
looked
lot.
is because I seen the time and I thought she was still going to be on her tablet because she enjoys her tablet time while mommy's streaming. She's gone. Like all I get is she's done. She rolled over. She's like, peace out.
Bye.
Schrodinger's child, like
That would be bad.
making
That would be
trouble, not making trouble.
But appreciate everybody in the chat for chiming in. I think we had a good time. I had a good time.
I had a good time. Like, this
I'm a little
unplugged went really
traumatized.
well. This
I'm a
unplugged
little
went really well.
traumatized. Like now,
We got to
I'm-
talk about
That's
our
fair.
traumas.
I don't know why. I just envision Howard the Duck with his little corkscrew peanut. I don't know.
Wilbur. Welcome to the
You have a
farm.
relationship with a human woman.
Yeah, that happened.
I don't.
We're canceled.
Yep.
Anyway. So next week we are going to do trivia. Buttercup's going to grace us with her presence twice in a row.
And then go on vacation
What?
again. Woot, woot.
Whatever. God, I want a vacation so.
Listen, I didn't have one for 2 years. I stocked up. I stockpiled.
Ooh, my demon dog's out there barking away. But appreciate Buttercup, Seth, Nick, you guys for coming in here. Especially Nick, the NASCAR driver. Pulling in the park.
Hi.
Oh, yeah. It was close. It was very close.
It was very close. I think you came on like
10
2
minutes delayed.
seconds
We still would have
before
embraced
we went live.
But
But
yeah.
love you guys. Thank you so much. And we will see you next week.
Peace.
Bye.